vertaald hebben.
Kun je dat speak Dutch?
Maar niet zo goed.
Nee, niet.
Try English and Dutch.
Even kijken.
They can't understand Hindi and English, so you should try English and Dutch.
Dutch.
Dutch?
Dutch.
Staat Nederlands, toch?
Nederlands. Kunt u wel met dat?
Staat u
Een
Engels?
heel klein beetje.
Maar Engels is
Heel klein beetje, doe maar. Nederlands en Engels.
Ja.
Ja, ik weet het dan.
Ja,
Ja, maar dat heeft nog nooit in
Nederland.
gedaan. Altijd in
Hindi of Engels?
in Engels, maar kijk maar.
Ja, ik zal het proberen. Ja, ik ben hier helemaal niet gekwalificeerd om lezing te geven. Robert is hier onze heel senior en toegewijde. Hoe gaat die wel?
Die gaat live. Live op mijn computer. Live? Ja. Zo.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So today I'm trying to tell something about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the teachings of Chaitanya, Lord Chaitanya. This is a small book that Prabhupada has translated, and then those who have not yet read Chaitanya Charitamrita, they can also try first this book, and through this book we can understand what is Chaitanya Charitamrita, the whole Lilamrita of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I have chosen some of the songs that is written by Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Narottam Das Thakur that we can sing first. First we will sing Jai Radha Madhava, then we will sing the songs. Jai Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Vihari. Jai श्रीमद्वै चरणाय मुक्ति वेदांत जगद्गुरु पतित पावन शिल प्रभुपाद की इस्कॉन संस्थापक आचार्य जगद्गुरु पतित पावन शिल प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की श्री श्री रघुनाथ राधा कृष्ण मंदिर की जय गौनिताय की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय सामवेद भक्त वृंद की जय गौर प्रेमानंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद
जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत जय गौर भक्त वृंद
गौर हरि भगवान की जय. First we are going to sing this bhajan of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Doya Kori, page number 32. Please, I have some books here if you don't have this version. Bhajan. We can read the translation and sing the bhajans together. Then
Which page?
32, Prabhuji. Page number 32. I will read the translation first, then we know the meaning of this bhajan. Actually, this is written by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and this gives the essence of incarnations of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, why he has come, what is his aim, and what he wants to give it to us, and how we can get him actually. This is the aim, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's bhajan that is written by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So this is the meaning. These are the meanings of this bhajan. Out of compassion for the fallen souls, Sri Krishna Chaitanya came to this world with his personal associates and divine abode to teach Saranagati is actually here. Saranagati, surrender to the Almighty Godhead, and to freely distribute aesthetic love of God, which is ordinarily very difficult to obtain. This Saranagati is the very life of the true devotee. The way of Saranagati are humility, dedications of the self, acceptance of the Lord as one's only maintainer, faith that Krishna will surely protect, executions of only those acts favorable to pure devotion, and renunciations of conduct adverse to pure devotions. The youthful son of Nanda Maharaj, Sri Krishna, hears the prayers of anyone who takes refuge in him by this sixfold practice. Bhaktivinoda Thakur places a straw between his teeth, prostrates him before the two Goswamis, Sri Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, and claps their lotus feet lotus feet with his hands. I am certainly the lowest of mankind, men. He tells then weeping, but please make me the best of men by teaching me the way of Saranagati. So here was the bhajan. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Doya Kori Sapasadu Siyodamo Sabo Avotari. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Doya Kori Sapasadu Siyodamo Atyanta dulabhotin parivaridan Sikai saranagati Vakatirapan Atyanta dulabhotin parivaridan Sikai saranagati Vakatirapan Dainya atmani vedana Bhakti varan Avasarati o Krishna Vishwasakalan Dainya atmani vedana Bhakti varan Avasyarati Krishna Vishwasakalan Bhakti anukulo matra katirasika Bhakti pratikulo bhava Rajanambika Bhakti anukulo matra katirasika Bhakti pratikula bhava Rajanambika Sadanga saranagati vaivija Tara prathana suni Srinanda Kumar Sadanga saranagati vaivija Tara prathana suni Srinanda Kumar Rupa sanatana padi dante trina pari Bhakati vinoda pari Punapadu dhari Rupa sanatana padi dante trina pari Bhakati vinoda pari Punapadu dhari Kandiya kandiya boli Andito adam Sikai saranagati Karove uttam Kandiya kandiya boli Andito adam Sikai saranagati Karove uttam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Daya Kari Sapasada Siyodama Sabo Avotari Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nivedaya Puri Saprasad Sirodhama Sabhavadi.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nivedaya Puri Saprasad Sirodhama
Jai. Namo Mahabodhanaya Sri Krishna Prema Palayate Sri Krishna Chaitanya Namani Gaur Krishna Namo. Here the Bhaktivinoda Thakur Goswami, he is one of the acharyas from our Guru Parampara. He has given actually all the essence, why the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come in this Kali Yuga, take incarnations in this Kali Yuga, and why and how we can also get Krishna's lotus feet and Krishna Prem by following Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through Saranagati. So today is the topic that I have chosen is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Most of the people, even the one who are within India also doesn't know who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is. What to speak of the people who are in the West. So only the fortunate soul who made Srila Prabhupada, because of Srila Prabhupada's mercy, we get Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and we are trying to understand him through Prabhupada's books, his devotees, and about what he has written and what he has given all about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Actually, even in India, in Bengal, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has taken avatar in 500 years ago in Bengal only, most of them, they could not understand that time why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come. He has inaugurated the Sankirtan movement, and then especially he has given the Hare Krishna Mahamantra for the fallen soul. Here in the first stanza of this song, it is written, out of compassion for the fallen soul, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to this world with his personal associates and his divine abode to teach Saranagati, surrender to the Almighty Godhead, and to freely distribute aesthetic love of God, which is ordinarily very difficult to obtain. This Saranagati is the very life of the true devotee. Oh. Maybe Prabhu, you can in Netherlands even vertalen.
Beetje.
Het is voor u, hè?
Samenvatting.
Ze verstaat het. Jij ook wel?
Is het oké? Ik kan wel.
Probeer het is wat eenvoudig in het Nederlands, een paar woordjes, ook goed voor jou. Je woont in Nederland, dus probeer.
Ja, proberen. Maar yes, het is toch moeilijk. Hè. Zo, ik heb niet
Sorry.
ik kan niet netjes in Nederlands
niet,
alles
geef niet.
uitleggen.
Few sentences. Few sentences.
Het is vandaag ga ik wel dit uitleggen waarom Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heeft hier in deze aard gekomen, verschijnen. En dan, wat is zijn doel, dat wij de lotus feet of Krishna kregen, en dan puur liefde aan Krishna.
Weet je, laat dan gewoon Engels, want het kost haar veel energie. Laat gewoon Engels zeggen.
Sorry.
Engels spreken, kost haar veel energie.
Ja. Nee, het gaat om jullie paar mensen die dus geen...
Ja, maar laat maar. Spreek gewoon met haar af en leven. Het kost haar veel energie.
Ja.
Spreek gewoon Engels.
Oké, Hari Bol.
Misschien je kan wel vertellen voor een klein beetje.
Sorry,
Zie je
ja.
het een beetje? Is het moeilijk? Nee?
Nee, gaan we door nog even.
Oké.
Ja, geen probleem.
Sorry.
Geen probleem.
Yeah. And then, this is because of purely the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, so, of pure devotee of Krishna. Here only it is said that, it is the very life of true devotees, Saranagati. To surrender to Sri Krishna is the pure life of Saranagati. Actually, Sri Krishna came to Dwapar Yuga at the end of Dwapar Yuga when the Mahabharata war was going on. He has given Bhagavad Gita, and during giving Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, Sri Krishna has given from the beginning, we are not the body, we are the soul, and after that he has given all sort of karma yoga, jnana yoga, dhyana yoga, astanga yoga also, not everything, but at the end he has said, surrender to him, fully surrender to him. Sarvadharman Parityaj Mamikam Sarvam Rajam Tam Sarvapapi Moksha Semima Sucha. That surrendering process here, the process was not given. He has given only in theoretical. He has given surrendering to the souls. And then that surrendering, the process was not given. So Sri Krishna comes himself in this Kali Yuga as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he has, in the form of devotee, and he has given this, taught us this, how to surrender to Krishna, the Brajendra Nandan, Krishna.
Dus Marici vertelde dat, het is een heel lang stuk, als ik vertaal heb ik liever een korte stuk, maar ik zal het samenvatten. Dus ze vertelde dat Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is gekomen, is Krishna zelf, omdat Krishna in de Bhagavad Gita zegt een heleboel dingen over yoga en meditatie. Maar uiteindelijk aan het eind van de Bhagavad Gita, het laatste hoofdstuk, zegt Krishna dat je je moet overgeven. Sarvadharma Parityagya Mamikam Saranam Vrajam Aham Tam Sarvapavadyo Dus, maar hij heeft het niet voorgedaan. Hij heeft het alleen theoretisch gezegd op het slagveld van Kurukshetra aan Arjuna. Dus dan komt hij later terug, hij zelf komt terug als Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, om alsnog te laten zien hoe die overgave werkt. Wat die overgave is.
So he came as a devotee, and then also in that form he has come in a Panchatattva form. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita, Sri Gadadhara, Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda, that is his associates. And then his divine abbot, Navadip, like when Krishna comes, he brings also Vrindavan. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, he brings Navadip Dham also. And his he brings his associates, his Dham, and also, and it is said that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given this Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Actually, this mantra, the Maha Mantra, was on the other way around in not in Kali Yuga, but before in Dwapar and Treta Yuga, the people were chanting like Gayatri mantra, first with the Hare Ram, and then Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. With the sitting posture and not everywhere and anywhere, like they were chanting this mantra, but saying the condition of fallen soul of this Kali Yuga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so merciful. Even he revived this mantra to Maha Mantra. He put first the Krishna's name, because Krishna's name is all with lot of all the potent of Krishna's name. So he put the Krishna's name in front, and at the end Ram's name, and then he reversed the mantra into Maha Mantra, and he gave it to all the fallen souls without checking the creed, caste, social status, but everything. But he has given this Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and then it is all because of his mercy only. His purely is very, very merciful. He is more merciful than Krishna himself. Actually, Krishna came with the mode of Radharani and also the complexion of Radharani. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself in the mode of Srimati Radharani. They are combined in the mode of Srimati Radharani and form complexions of Srimati Radharani, golden complexion. So Radharani is the topmost devotee of Krishna. So actually, to teach us, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came as a devotee. He acts as a devotee, and the topmost devotee of Krishna is Srimati Radharani. So he has that mode. So with that compassion, he has given Maha Mantra to the fallen soul of this age, so that we can chant this Maha Mantra everywhere, anywhere, all the time, where anybody can chant this mantra and get Krishna Prem, awaken our own Krishna Prem from our heart. We can cleanse our heart with Maha Mantra, and we can awaken the Krishna Prem from our heart. And then we know how to, then only we learn how to love Krishna. So Chaitanya
Mahaprabhu is Krishna zelf die gekomen is om de Maha Mantra te geven. Voor die tijd, zeg maar, werd de Maha Mantra ook al gechant, maar dan was het omgekeerd. Dus dat Ram eerst genoemd, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, en daarna kwam de Hare Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heeft het omgedraaid, zeg maar, en dat is een van zijn vormen van genade, want Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is eigenlijk Krishna met de Bhav van Radharani. En Radharani is de grootste toegewijde van Krishna. Dus, en die heeft ook de meeste genade, en daarom is hij speciaal gekomen in die moed om die genade aan iedereen te kunnen verspreiden. Want die mantra werd voordien gechant alleen maar door de brahmanas en door de hogere kastes, eigenlijk alleen de brahmanas. En nu in deze tijdperk, door de genade van Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, die Krishna zelf is, met de genade van Radharani, kunnen we allemaal naar die Krishna Mahamantra.
Actually, because of Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, we get this Krishna Prem through Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, through Guru Parampara, and especially from Srila Prabhupada, who had brought this Hare Krishna Mahamantra to the West, who has made known of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the West. Because of his mercy that we get also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So to know Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it is mostly it is misunderstood also, because even in India also many people, they don't understand what is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then they misunderstand also. They don't know the tattva of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and after that, that's why they get a lot of misunderstanding, and even they don't. In place of getting Krishna Prem, they got atheistic. They become atheistic, and even they are aparadi of Krishna, because they don't know the essence, the real purpose of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, anybody and everybody has to know. See, here Srila Prabhupada has given in this book very rigidly that one has to know that the Jivera Sarupa Krishna Nitya Das, all the jivas, all the souls are Krishna's eternal servants. So that thing we have to know, because that has Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told that all the jivas, all the souls that we are, all living entities are Krishna's eternal servant. In that mode we have to serve Krishna, and then in that mode we have to surrender to Krishna, and then the process is given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. The Dainyatma Nivedana Koptriti Varan Avasarahi Krishna Vishwasapalan, here in the same version Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes here. Sorry. The way of Saranagati are humility, dedications of the self, acceptance of the Lord as one only maintainer. That when we surrender to some, especially to Krishna, that we have to know that He is the only maintainer. So in that mode, we have to surrender to Krishna, maintainer. Faith that Krishna will surely protect us. That we have to have the firm faith that He is the protector and He will protect us. Executions of one on those acts favorable to pure devotional. All the services that is favorable that to devotion, and that we have to act what is given by the acharyas, like niyam and like all the regulative principles, following regulative principles, the 10 offenses. When we get the Harinam Diksha, we get the 10 offenses also, that we should not offense to Harinam, and these are the rules and regulations that was given by the Acharya, that is given by the Acharya, that we have to follow also. And then with that faith, then we have to surrender to Krishna, and we have to know that Krishna is the only maintainer of all the jivas. And in that mode only we can surrender to Krishna, and we can follow Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Jivera Sarupa Krishna Nitya Das. When we are eternal servant of Krishna, and when we are surrendered to Krishna through Guru Parampara, especially here in the West, Srila Prabhupada has given through Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, ISKCON, and we have to surrender to the philosophy that Prabhupada has given, and we can take Prabhupada as our Siksha Guru, and we can take Diksha Guru also, and then follow the process rigidly. Then only we can understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and get Radha Krishna Prem. So maybe in short, in the Netherlands.
Swamaraji vertelt een heleboel, maar een van de belangrijke dingen is dat Srila Prabhupada heeft deze boodschap van Chaitanya Mahaprabhu naar het Westen gebracht. En daarvoor zijn we hem dankbaar. En er worden een aantal dingen in die bhajan genoemd die eigenlijk de manier zijn waarop we die prema, die het liefde voor Krishna uiteindelijk kunnen krijgen. En dus wordt die genoemd over humility, en nederigheid, jezelf volledig overgeven aan het proces, accepteren van de Krishna als de enige, of God als de enige die je echt maintaint, dus die je onderhoudt, zeg maar. Het geloof, het vertrouwen dat Krishna je zal beschermen, ook in moeilijke situaties. En het uitvoeren van die activiteiten die voordelig zijn om bhakti te krijgen, om pure liefde voor Krishna te krijgen. En wat staat hier verder? De initiation of conduct. En het verwerpen van gedrag wat dus niet bevorderlijk is voor je toegewijde dienst. En dat is ook belangrijk, dat we dus dat we onderscheid leren maken tussen wat ons helpt in onze bhakti en dingen die ons juist niet helpen in onze bhakti. En er wordt ook wel aangegeven met yam en niyam, dat wil zeggen dingen die je wel en dingen die je niet moet doen. Geboden en verboden. En alle yoga processen hebben deze dingen. Even kijken, Sri Krishna. Srila Prabhupada heeft dus die boodschap gebracht. En dat is voor ons belangrijk om hem daar dankbaar voor te zijn. Uiteindelijk zeg maar dat kan je Srila Prabhupada als je Shiksha Guru nemen. En zul je uiteindelijk ook Diksha moeten nemen, initiatie, om dat proces goed te kunnen volgen. If you take shorter sentences, pieces, then I can translate more accurately.
But this is accurate in general. This is more relatable than for me also. So, yeah, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission that we have to know, and then even he's so merciful for the fallen souls in Kali Yuga, for the people in Kali Yuga, that we, the fallen souls, and even more merciful is Srila Prabhupada, that he has given Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to us. He learned us the process to follow him, and then the only process actually Prabhupada has given is the chant Mahamantra. He has not actually especially in the beginning, he told us that we have to have the Panchatattva's photos, just simple Panchatattva photos, as Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita, Sri Gadadhar, Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Maybe you have seen Panchatattva photos, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and you have to keep that one and just to chant, to glorify or to make, to worship Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is the only thing that we have to do. Just chant the Panchatattva's mantra and then chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Then there we get the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And through his mercy, through the Mahamantra, we cleanse our own heart. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his life, actually, he has not given as a book, no, but he has given that Siksha Astakam. He has said, and it was written by Sarup Damodar Goswami, his personal associate, and then it was manifested as Siksha Astakam, that is given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and others he has empowered Rupa Goswami to write the books, especially 6 Goswamis. And especially Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami to write the books about Bhakti Yoga, and then excavate the Vrindavan Dham, so about the place where Krishna has given his pastimes. About pastimes of Krishna, entourage, a place of pastimes, and this sort of things. Actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he doesn't has given, like when Krishna comes, he has given Bhagavad Gita, and he actually, in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's avatar, he doesn't give as a book, but he has given in a practice how to surrender to Krishna. In his whole life, he has chanted all the time the Mahamantra. And also all the time he is with devotees, association of the devotees. He is always hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from the devotees. He himself is quoting a lot of stanzas from Bhagavatam, and he is revealing the inner meaning of Bhagavatam. Actually, he has said himself that Bhagavatam is the essence of all the Vedas, Srimad Bhagavatam. And it's a commentary of Vedas, 4 Vedas. And then we don't actually, the life, how to lead a life of a devotee, he has given from 24 hours a day, how to lead a life of a devotee, as a householder, as a sannyasi, as a banavasta, as a mendicant or anybody, children or anybody, that he learned himself, he teaches through himself to all the surrendered soul who wants Krishna Prem. So that was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. Actually, he is so merciful, and he has given the surrendering process and in the best way. So when it is given by Srila Prabhupada to the West, it is our duty also to preach, to distribute here Prabhupada's books, and to preach about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. most of the people now, we don't have this translation in Dutch. This Chaitanya Charitamrita, no, we don't have. It is in English, maybe it is in Hindi also. The people who are reading Hindi, we have also Chaitanya Charitamrita in Hindi, a small book. It is really recommended that people understand about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We hear many times from devotees, but when you read the books of Acharyas, especially Srila Prabhupada's, then we get the clear meanings and all the clarity about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is really blessed if we try to read these books. So I always request the devotees all over mostly to read Srila Prabhupada's books, especially Bhagavad Gita as it is, Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita. And it is, if you listen here, actually when we go for the classes to other places, we get only mostly the Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam sometimes, because we have to have this devotees also. But we have to know, we have to give also some sort of basic of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because it is his mission, especially for this Kali Yuga, that he has given the Maha Mantra, that we chant really with firm faith the Maha Mantra, and we clean our heart and we get Krishna Prem.
Ja, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is vooral een praktische leraar geweest, die met zijn eigen leven liet zien hoe je dat proces van Bhakti Yoga met succes kan bewandelen of toepassen in je eigen leven. En dat heeft Srila Prabhupada, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is al genade. En Srila Prabhupada heeft vanuit zijn genade en de instructies van zijn geestelijke leraar heeft hij die boodschap naar het Westen gebracht, zodat het voor ons ook mogelijk is om dat pad te volgen. Jammer genoeg is de Chaitanya Charitamrita niet vertaald in het Nederlands. Mariti zegt, het is toch belangrijk om de boeken te lezen. En wij hebben wel het Srimad Bhagavatam in het Nederlands, dat kunnen we wel lezen. En dan kunnen we natuurlijk ook de Bhagavad Gita lezen in het Nederlands. Maar het is ook goed om de Chaitanya Charitamrita, ik geloof dat er een exemplaar in het Hindi verkrijgbaar is voor degenen die dan Hindi kunnen lezen, om het dan op die manier te lezen. Prabhupada benadrukte dat altijd, dat het belangrijk was om zijn boeken te lezen. En niet alleen de boeken te verspreiden, dat is ook heel belangrijk om op die manier deel van die missie te zijn, maar vooral ook om de boeken zelf te lezen en toe te passen in het eigen leven.
Yeah, actually we cannot tell about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu so much, because we have to be really surrendered soul and pure devotee too. I too am not that pure devotee, and even Prabhuji is here, our senior devotees. We can, actually we are not, actually I am not in, to tell about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, not qualified at all, but still with his mercy only that we can chant the holy name, and it is very much stress in Kali Yuga that we have to chant the holy name. There is no other way. It says Kalodo Nidhirajan Aste Ekama Guna Kirtana Deva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Param Vajit. Prabhupada has written in English about the meaning of this. This is in Srimad Bhagavatam, this text, and then it is that in Kali Yuga that's the only one way that we get through Kirtan of Krishna that we get Krishna Prem or Param Brajit, Brajendra Nandan Krishna. So the very simple process is Prabhupada has mentioned, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. There the essence is everything there. So please, we have to, with very much faith, we have to chant Hare Krishna in this Kali Yuga. And this is not only that for our materialistic way, we can improve our materialist way of life, but spiritually we get Krishna Prem. That is the highest of all the essence of life, our essence.
Maar is benadrukt dat we moeten Hare Krishna mantra chanten. Dat is het proces wat Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gegeven heeft. Het is een makkelijk proces. Zo lijkt het, om alleen maar te chanten en natuurlijk de regels, de yam en de niyam, de regels te volgen. Maar dat is wat er ons gegeven is. En dat is wat we krijgen en wat we onze dagen mee kunnen vullen. Ik vertaal een beetje vrij, want het is niet helemaal wettelijk.
So, yeah, this is my it's my request, it is Prabhupada's request, and it is all the followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's request also, and that it's also to follow rigidly is the only life and soul of a pure devotee. We are not pure devotee, we are learning to be a devotee. So let us try ourselves, follow out the process as Prabhuji says, especially the four regulatory principles that Prabhupada has given in general, especially for this Kali Yuga. No meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, and no intoxication. And so these are the four pillars of Dharma. If we follow this one and just chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, that is there and there we have all success in life. And then also through the association of devotees, reading Prabhupada's books. These are like giving water to the plant, watering the plants of devotion. So through this we can become maybe in this life or the lives also, in life to come, that we become a pure devotee. Hare Krishna.
Zo, dus het proces van chanten wordt benadrukt. Het is belangrijk en natuurlijk ook de 4 principes volgen, de 4 regulerende principes, om die te volgen. En dat gaat samen en dat is belangrijk om die Krishna Prema dingen te krijgen. Maar het is eigenlijk nog iets over niet gekwalificeerd, dat ze niet gekwalificeerd is om over Chaitanya Mahaprabhu te spreken. En dat alleen voor de gevorderde toegewijde is om daarom.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, if you have any questions, please you can ask me. Prabhuji is here to give you all the answers.
I have a question.
Okay.
Can you read a little bit from the book?
Yeah, from this book. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Thank you. It is very, very nice book, but yeah, so we have a very limited time.
Half an hour more time.
No more time. Okay, more. Okay. So here Prabhupada has written, this one is in Teachings to Rupa Goswami. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of Supreme Personality of Godhead, known as Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Dev, because due to his inspirations, I felt the desires within my heart to write some things about devotional service. For this reason, I am engaged in writing these books of the science of devotion, known as Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. This has written by Rupa Goswami, and he is, I already said in the beginning, I told you that it is, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doesn't write himself books. But he inspired his devotees, especially the 6 Goswamis, and especially foremost is Rupa Goswami, and he has written this Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Actually, in ISKCON we have all, Prabhupada has translated these books also, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, that is the teachings, what is it in English? Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. The Nectar of Instruction and Nectar of Devotions. There are 2 books, and this is all about the Bhakti Yoga. The process has given there how to do Bhakti. And this has Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that's why here Rupa Goswami has written that he has inspired by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. When Lord Chaitanya begins his instructions to Rupa Goswami, he first told him, "My dear Rupa, the science of devotional service is just like the great oceans, and it is not possible to show you all its length and breadth. However, I shall try to explain this nature of that oceans by taking just one drop of it. In this way, you can test it and understand what the oceans of devotional service actually is. The Lord then explained that within this Brahmanda or universes, there are innumerable living entities whose, according to their own fruitive activities and transmigrating from one species of life to another and from one planet to another. In this way, their encouragement is a material existence has been continued since the time immortal. In actuality, these living entities are atomic part and parcels of the Supreme Spirit. It is said in the Srimad Bhagavatam that the length and weight of the individual souls is approximately 1/10,000th part of the tip of the hair. In other words, it is so small that it is invisible. This is also confirmed in the Shveta Upanishad in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. One of the 4th Kumaras, known as Sanandan, gives the following speech upon performing a great scientific or supreme truth. If the sacrifice or supreme truth, if the living entity were not infinitesimal spark of the Supreme Spirit, each minute spark would be all-pervading and would not be controlled by a superior power. But if the living entity is accepted as a minute part and parcel of Supreme Lord, he automatically becomes controlled by a supreme energy or power. The latter is he actually constitutional is his actual constitutional position, and if he remains in this position, he can attain full freedom. If one mistakenly considers his positions to be equal to that of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he becomes contaminated by the doctrine of non-duality, and his efforts in transcendental life are rendered ineffective. Lord Chaitanya elaborately on these teachings of Srimad Bhagavatam by pointing out that there are two kinds of living entity, the eternally liberated and the eternally conditioned. Eternally conditioned living entity can be divided into two types, moving and non-moving. Those entities which cannot move, like trees, for example, remains in one place and are classified as non-moving entities, and those that move, such as birds, beasts, are called janagam, moving entities, and are further divided into three categories: those that are flying in the skies, those that are swimming in the water, and those that walk on the land. Out of many millions and trillions of living entity on the land, human being compares only a small portion. Out of this small number of human beings, most are totally ignorant of spiritual life, are unclean in their habits, and have no faith in the existence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In short, most human beings live like animals. Those can actually be deducted from the numbers of human beings that compares human or civilized life. It is very difficult to find a few human beings who believed in scriptures and the existence of God, or for that matter in proper behavior. Those who do believe in the value of these things are known as Acharya, as Arya, awards devoted to those who believes in the advance in spiritual life. Out of those who believes in the value of the scriptures and advance of human civilizations, those are two classes, the righteous and the unrighteous. Those who are righteous generally execute fruitive activities in order to derive some good results for sense gratifications. Out of many such persons who engage in righteous activities for sense gratification, only a few come to know about the absolute truth. These are called Jnanis, empirical philosophers. Out of many hundreds and thousands of such empirical philosophers, only a handful actually attain liberations. When one is liberated, His theoretically understands that the living entity is not composed of material elements but is spirit soul, distinct from matter. Simply by theoretical understanding the doctrine, one can be called liberated, but actually a mukta or liberated soul is he who understands his constitutional position as an eternal servant of Lord. Such liberated soul engage with faith and devotion in the service of Lord, and they are called Krishna Bhakta, and they are called Krishna Bhaktas or Krishna conscious persons. Krishna Bhaktas are free from all material desires. Those who are liberated theoretically by knowing simply that the living entity is not material may still have desires, although they may be technically classified amongst liberated souls. Their main desire is to become one with the Supreme Personality of God. Generally, such persons are very much attached to Vedic rituals and righteous activities, performing them in order to enjoy material prosperities. Even when some of them transcendent material enjoyments, they still try to enjoy the spiritual world by merging in the existence of the Supreme Lord. Some of them are also desirous of attaining mastery powers through the executions of yogas. As long as these desires are within one's heart, he cannot understand the nature of pure devotional service. When one is constantly being agitated by such desires, he is not peaceful. Indeed, as long as there is any desires for material perfections at all, one cannot be at peace. Since the devotee of Lord Krishna do not desire anything material, they are the only peaceful persons within this material world. This is confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna. So here is, in essence, devotees are very peaceful because they don't have any desires than to serve Sri Krishna, and then, because we don't have any material desires anyway. Just to we become happy just serving Krishna.
Dat is quite a piece. Maar het komt erop neer dat de levende wezens die Krishna Bhakti beoefenen heel zeldzaam zijn. Dat we goed moeten beseffen dat het een unieke kans en gelegenheid is als we een menselijke vorm krijgen, maar dan ook nog eens een keer in aanraking komen met de boodschap van de Chaitanya Tamrita en de boodschap van Srila Prabhupada. Dat is een unieke kans. Er zijn zoveel mensen, zoveel levende wezens, en dan zijn er zo van die levende wezens, dan word je een mens en er zoveel universa. En van die mensen zijn er weer honderden, duizenden die helemaal niet geïnteresseerd zijn in het spiritueel leven. En van degenen die dan wel geïnteresseerd zijn, er zijn er weer geïnteresseerd in het onpersoonlijke aspect van God. En van degenen die daar weer naar... Zo het is heel zeldzaam, als we gewoon gaan kijken, dat we hier zitten met z'n allen om te luisteren naar Maharaji over dit proces van Krishna Bhakti. En dat is een unieke kans voor ons om bevrijd te raken van deze materiële ellende waarin we nu verkeren. En er zijn twee soorten levende wezens. Een deel van ze is eeuwig bevrijd en een deel daarvan zit in deze materiële atmosfeer.
Nog meer.
Just a little bit more and maybe there's some discussion or question.
Okay. Any questions? Any invulling? Aanvullingen, opmerkingen. Prabhu misschien, u hebt wel veel aanvullingen. Jullie niet kwalificeerd.
Ja, zo gaat de aanvulling geven.
Nou ja, we hebben het al een beetje samengevat. Het unieke van dit proces van Bhakti Yoga is, het dringt vaak zelfs niet tot ons door wat we eigenlijk hebben. Het wordt een beetje een gewoonte. En sommige mensen die raken hun inspiratie kwijt, komen niet meer of die gaan iets anders doen. En terwijl we toch eigenlijk moeten beseffen dat het een unieke kans is. Want als je om je heen kijkt in de wereld, dan zie je van Er is zoveel gaande, zoveel ellende is er, zoveel... het lijkt allemaal geweldig, mensen gaan uit, mensen doen dit, mensen doen dat. Iedereen lijkt gezond, maar als we achter de gordijnen kijken en achter de deuren kijken en de huizen en de harten kijken, zien we dat er zoveel ellende is en dat de wereld geen oplossingen heeft. De materiële oplossingen die worden aangeboden, werken geen van allen. Geen van de alle Verenigde Naties, Trump die naar Azië gaat om gesprekken te hebben, Poetin die zijn dingen doet, al die grote wereldleiders, al die politiek, kan niet een oplossing brengen voor het probleem van het menselijk bestaan. En de enige oplossing die gebracht kan worden, is door deze kennis te leren begrijpen en vooral om die kennis toe te passen in je eigen leven. En om het aan anderen, en de toepassing houdt ook in aan het aan anderen meegeven, aan anderen proberen te geven. Wat je zelf, wat beetje realisatie, wat je hebt, geef het aan anderen. Wil je helemaal niet praten, geef hem een Bhagavad Gita, fluister Hare Krishna in zijn oor, geef hem een breingezaad voor hem. Er zijn zoveel manieren waarop die genade van Chaitanya Mahaprabhu verspreid kan worden. We hoeven niet geleerd te zijn en op een asana te zitten om vanuit de geschriften te spreken. We kunnen op eenvoudige manieren de boodschap van Chaitanya Mahaprabhu en onze missie van de Hare Krishna beweging, de Prabhupada's missie, kunnen we helpen verspreiden. En dat is niet moeilijk, iedereen kan dat meedoen en het is nodig in de wereld. Dat moet eerst zelf die noodzaak ook leren inzien dat het belangrijk is. En dat kan alleen als we de boeken ook bestuderen van Srila Prabhupada en als we ook in ons eigen hart gaan kijken. Het is niet een uitwendig proces, het is een proces die ons van binnen moet reinigen, waardoor we andere mensen worden. De Bijbel spreekt over de nieuwe mens. En dit kan ons een nieuw mens laten zijn als we dit proces gaan toepassen. En dat is waar de wereld op zit te verwachten. Waar de wereld op zit te wachten. Want er zijn voldoende materiële oplossingen. Jaar na jaar worden er weer dingen aangereikt. Is er weer meer technologie. Maar al deze dingen bij elkaar weegt niet op tegen één naam van Krishna, tegen eenmaal Hare Krishna Maha Mantra chanten, want dat is de spirituele oplossing. En de spirituele oplossing is waar eigenlijk iedereen in zijn hart om zit te smeken. Geef me een spirituele oplossing voor het materiële probleem. En dat is ook de missie van Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada wilde de hele wereld veranderen. Niet alleen Den Haag-Weimarstraat veranderen. Prabhupada wilde de hele wereld veranderen. De Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wilde de hele wereld veranderen. Om een revolutie teweeg te brengen, staat in het Srimad Bhagavatam. Om een omwenteling teweeg te brengen. Deze kennis kan dat. En wij zijn instrumenten. We kunnen deel uitmaken van die omwenteling. Van deze omwenteling die kennis teweeg kan brengen. Dus de bal is zogezegd in de voetbaltermen, de bal ligt nu bij ons. Wat ga je ermee doen? Ga je denken van oké, ik kom zondag naar de tempel en that's it? Of ga je zeggen nee, laten we dit leven wijden aan de missie van Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Laten we meer inzetten. Laten we naar de bhajan-avonds komen. Laten we meer Bhagavad Gita lezen. Laten we meer rondjes chanten. Laten we prasad verspreiden. Er zijn zoveel activiteiten die we kunnen doen. Proberen te doen. En de intenties van ons, die zijn belangrijk. Dat we kunnen laten zien aan Krishna en Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dat onze intenties zuiver en oprecht zijn. Dan het resultaat laten we voor Krishna. Dat is de boodschap van de Bhagavad Gita. Laat het resultaat voor Krishna. Probeer alleen maar wat te doen. Mataji wil ook iets vragen, zeggen, toevoegen?
I would like to know your opinion, because I think you're very advanced devotee. A few days ago I met someone who had been a devotee for many years, but he left because he didn't like the behavior of some devotees. And he started smoking, but still he chants. Not as many as he used to, but a few rounds he chants. How can I help him? Do you have any ideas?
Okay, actually it doesn't work as my opinion here. I'm in Vyasa and actually Chant as a parrot of the Acharyas. So I will give the opinion of our Acharyas. Actually, this devotional process is not that we look outside. This is our inner process, the inner cleanliness that any jivatma, any soul is going to relate to, re-establish his relations with Paramatma, super soul. So this process is only this is that it is very unfortunate situation that many people say that giving the outer excuse because somebody doesn't behave nicely that we have to leave this devotional service. Actually, that is I find myself it's a very that he is in a neophyte stage. Actually, it is that he doesn't understand what is bhakti yoga. So, yeah, but you can always help Mataji. Actually, it is only because of the association and clarifications about devotional service we can have such souls. Actually, if you know, we cannot in devotional service, when we are once in devotional service, actually it is cleaning process of our own self, not others, looking others, what he or she is doing. It is that is secondary. The primary duty is yourself, what you are doing, what you are giving to others, what you are, in which level you are. It says assister, it is not that we are assisting others I was a teacher and like in teachings we have to assist other students in that way. But in devotional service, yeah, it is your own assisting your own self, especially your mind. And when you are mind, when actually in devotional service, you can use your body, mind, speech, everything in devotional service. So it is very sorry to hear that many of us also, we get misleading ourselves, saying others' habits, what others are doing. Because if one comes to the shelter of Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, I think it won't be that much difficult to understand the process he has given. He has simplified everything. Actually, what Prabhupada has given in his book, in his teachings, is that he is the essence of the all Vedas. He is magnified, simplified, and clarified. These 3 words. And if these three things has given, and if these 3 things we understand, so everything is simplified, and that is also not only simplified, it is magnified. It is taken if we something like if we keep something under the microscope, it is visually we can see it's big in clear vision, and simplified, magnified, and clarified. Everything is very the essence is given so subtle. And so the way you are asking very humbly is that how I can help him. That like Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, darkness is only a certain, like he has given in the example, Prabhupada has given the example, is that sun is always there, surge, sun is always there, and cloud is there, cloudy portion is there, but the cloud is only for some portions, sun is always there, light is always there. It is not that we close our eyes and we say that today there is no sun is always there. So he has to see the brighter part. He has to come and associate with the devotees, pure devotees, the real devotees. There are many devotees now because of this age, Kali Yuga's improvements, resource medias. We can see how people are firing up in devotional service, how they are getting everywhere, especially in now when you see like Russia, which is such a closed under curtain countries, and now it is how they are igniting Hare Krishna movement there, and many other places also, how young generation are coming, and how it is more and more simplified and purified because of the beauty. Prabhupada is assisting himself in his, this is called, he himself says that it is his body, and he is assisting himself, and he is assisting through his devotees. He is sending the devotees, pure devotees. There are many devotees. You can assist him in that way. You can show the devotees to get associated. Some like you are living in Den Haag, you can say Prabhuji is here, Janakinath Prabhuji, and also here in the temple many devotees are there to assist him.
Okay.
It's okay, Prabhuji? That's so.
Yeah,
Mataji, it's clear.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, okay.
ठीक है आपकी
Thank you very much. Very patiently listening me, though I'm very much neophyte and Prabhu is here to help me all the time. Actually, Janakinath Prabhu is like my, Siksha Guru. He has seen me all the time. Janaki and all the devotees here, many senior devotees. Yeah, and one request is that now Gita Marathon is coming, Gita Jayanti is coming, and it is our request, it's Prabhupada's request of all devotees of ISKCON that let us distribute more books. Please take, maybe here in temples books are available. Please take, give us a present, New Year presents of any Bhagavad Jayanti Gita present to your friends if you have also, or you can distribute. Please, it is our request, and this is the process that we can fulfill the desires of Srila Prabhupada, all acharyas, and we can make them happy. And now if we make the pure devotees of the Lord happy, then Lord will also become happy. Please, Hare Krishna.
गीता गोपी कन्या माता जी की श्रीला प्रभुपाद कैसे कि आप गौरारती गाने
आप नहीं गए? आप बहुत सुंदर गाते हैं। भगवान चाहते यदि हरे कृष्णा।
आपका आवाज़ सुनना चाहते हैं ये लोग। इतना सुंदर है। आज भी माता जी में ये लोग बनाए हैं माला। मतलब इसमें घुघरी आता है। वैसे तो हर सप्ताह वो ही बनाते हैं। गोप कन्या,